What's up, baby? Happy Wednesday. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world of biotech and pharma news. Earnings roundup: Gilead's uncertain future, Pfizer's crossroads, and Merck's PCSK9 launch. Uh, Not that interesting, no? Do you guys find these big pharma news very interesting about their earnings calls? Probably not, right? I don't know. Uh, I mean, I guess we can take a look, but it's not. Hmm. Anything more interesting? Well, let's see. Anything else? Lilly climbs. Novel falls as obesity drug battle intensifies. Atovia adds to biotech IPO momentum with 289 million offering. That's pretty good. And take a look at this, but we're not gonna dive too deep into it. A COPD drug from China draws 115 million in venture funding. This is definitely interesting. It's about China competition. Vertex, we did this yesterday. AstraZeneca Bristol Myers mega merger. I think this has been called off. I saw some news alerts today that people are like, "Oh, don't worry, we're not going to go through with this deal." Yeah, that's probably AstraZeneca probably saw their stock price and yeah, and decided to just scrap the plan for the merger. Anyway, Novo CEO accept couple of setbacks, hunts for bolt-on deals. A couple of setbacks. I like how they put it in air quotes, uh, or actual quotes. Narcan maker Emergent acts as top R&D post in sweeping restructuring. Not interesting. Sanofi suspends chronic lung disease phase 2 study. Fecal transplant boosts peanut tolerance and food allergy. Lilly drops another gene therapy trial from 1 billion Prevail buyout. Sanofi backed expedition lends 100. Is it the same as the Sanofi back? 115 million COPD drug from China. It doesn't say China here, but I'm pretty sure this is the same story. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in Seeking Alpha. All the funding. Um, Exelexis outlines Zenza CRC launch. ADMA reiterates 2026 guidance. Revolution Medicine, whoa! Operating expense to 2.1 billion while preparing for potential daraxonrasib launch. They're up 1.98%. Chimera targets, Compass anticipates COM360 launch. Urigen, Recursion outlines 360 million cash operating expense guidance while advancing first Genentech neuroscience target. United Therapeutics anticipates potential 2027 approval for Ralinepag. Okay, whatever. BioChrist outlines 690 million total revenue guidance. BioMX acquires 10% stake in Motomia to expand testing capabilities. Ultragenics anticipates 2 gene therapy to PDUFAs. That's good news, no? But they went down. Rare? That's their stock ticker. That's awesome. Ultragenics. 2 gene therapy PDUFA. Gilead Sciences went down. If they declare dividend, why did their stock value go down? Interesting. I have no idea. Twist Biosciences prices upsides equity. Syndax sees U.S. peak revenue. Precigen anticipates gross margin. Acadia. What are all these news that are coming in at like a.m. Eastern time? Acadia. Amgen outlines raised. Rigel projects Travere. Gilead So I think we've covered all of those yesterday. This one's cool. Twist Biosciences. Let's see. Why did their huh? Yeah, why did their stock go up so much? Atopia, Disturbia, da 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 da, Disturbia, Rihanna, Atopia. 12th company to bank at least 250 million IPO. Yeah, they raised a lot of money and then they pay a lot to the underwriter, whoever that investment bank was. Spin out another company. Launch in 20 as a spin out of another company, Alamar Biosciences. The goal is to develop antibody drug designed with Alamar's antibody technology, ATTO. Atopia, aren't they like oh, actually, did we do Atopia? No, we never did Atopia. So I think I must have gotten it mixed up. As a private company, Atopia raised about 256 million in venture. Advanced shortcut ATTO 1301. Portfolio of five other targets IL-31. Itch cytokine. Early trial for eczema. How do we search? Atopia? No? No Atopia? Okay. Then I know what to look for today's research. Pampurinic disease regulatory development. Two other drugs, close to human testing. IL-13, IL-31, both targets IL-31. The second triple. Okay, so ATTO 2306 targets both IL-31 and IL-13. Isn't that a palindrome? No, not really. 31 and 13 are palindromes, but not the IL. ATTO 1091 is a triple acting drug for IBD that targets TL18. Atopia's IPO is the 16th of 2026 and ranks 9th in terms of total proceeds in a year that's seen multiple companies price record-breaking offering, and 12 secure 250 million or more. Good. Atopia is definitely one to look for. We can do some research on it. Sanofi back. Series B Expedition. Like a Ford Expedition. Therapeutics. General Atlantic. RA Capital. Novo Holdings. Launched 2014 by the following year. Had licensed ex-China rights to the DPP-1 inhibitor from Shanghai-based Fosun Pharma. 17 million up front. Expedition, my ass. You're just taking China's drugs and building a company around it. So DPP-1 is an enzyme that works by turning on neutrophils, a type of immune cell in the bone marrow. Once these neutrophils are matured, they migrate out of the bone and play a protective role in the immune system, fight against infection. E. Larson. Seriously? This guy's name is E. Larson? So his last name is Larson or last name E. Target neutrophilic inflammation. Underlying cause COPD is our initial focus. Secured the first ever FDA approval for DPP-1 last year in the form of Brinsbury. Let's see. Do they have an article about Mr. Larson? E. Larson. Shouldn't it be Larson E? Let's Google that. Expedition. Sound like a fob. Expedition. E. Larson. Oh, so she's Chinese and she married into that name. Okay. Former Goldman. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Biotech founder and CEO, former Goldman banker, board member. Hmm. President and CEO, Expedition Therapeutics, board member, Olema Oncology, San Francisco Bay Area, board member, Raise Bile, chair of audit committee. Wow. Chief financial officer, Turning Point Therapeutics. What is Turning Point Therapeutics? So she's an MD, aka managing director at Goldman Sachs in LA, healthcare investment banking, advisor to senior management and boards of directors. Uh-huh. What's GPA? Fixed income securities trader. She's a software developer. Uh-huh. Senior consultant. Boutique intellectual property. Global prior art. The most trusted name in patent research. So she's a patent lawyer. Consultant, not a lawyer. Five prime. Wow, look at that resume right here. Turning Point. So once you work on a deal, you can become the CEO of that company. Chief financial officer, not CEO. Acquired by BMS. Turning Point. Isn't this conflict of interest right here? So you worked on a deal, you raise some money for this company, and you become their chief financial officer. Interesting. I don't know. That's probably not conflict of interest, but it just looks strange. Everything in the world of biotech is strange. So I'm just jealous that E is all the way at the top and people like us are just freaking, yeah, here struggling with everyday life. But she is working on her expedition ventures. U.S. platform for in-licensing assets from China. Venrock, BVF, and Lake Blue. Lucky Blue. Lucky Blue. Uh-huh. Lucky. Sake. Lucky. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Cool. Well done, Miss Larson. You've done very well for yourself. Uh-huh. Let's see. What about Twist Bioscience? Placed an upsized, underwritten public offering. No. Underwriter, 30-day. Yeah, what do these guys do? Twist Bioscience. DNA synthesis. Growth. Stock jumps. Is there anything more recent? This one. Jumps. Timothy Sykes. No thanks. Whatever this stock analysis means. It's all AI generated. Twist has turned into a momentum name. Again, on a tape, 5-minute chart. What's the use of all these AI generated articles anyway? Who's the fuck is gonna read this shit? What do they do? High quality synthetic DNA products, silicon based DNA synthesis. This makes synthetic genes, next generation sequencing, preparation tools, antibody libraries used in medicine, agriculture. By the way, antibody library? Holy shit. That's crazy. They don't make antibodies, they make antibody libraries. Because the libraries will give the instructions to make the antibodies, I guess. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, yeah, let's take a look at Tobia. Disturbia. Not dystopia. What is the history of Atobia? What is the full name of this company? Let's see. Therapeutics. And Therapeutics and its initial VC backers. Clinical stage, San Carlos, Fremont, California. That's Northern California, for those of you that don't know. Founded in 2023, just 3 years ago. The proprietary Attobody platform is a novel technology designed to generate small format biparatopic binders and multi-specific proteins to unlock spatial aspects of target engagement to treat complex conditions. They originally spun out of Alamar. Didn't I do this? Why does that sound so familiar? Take an exclusive worldwide license for therapeutic application for its biparatopic nanobody technology since its inception. Atobia has advanced lead programs such as ATTO and other into clinical trials. Initial venture, Series A funding. The initial formation Series A round early 2024, co-led by prominent life sciences Fraser and VenBio. Follow its launch, the company expanded its funding rounds. Da-di-da. Okay. Anything about its CEO? Who's the CEO? Atobia. The founding history of Alamar Biosciences. And its therapeutic pipeline. In 2018, Fremont by Yuling Luo. Repeat after me, guys. Luo. Not Luo, not Lua, not Lao. Luo. Steve Chen. Yi Yuan Yin. Oh, wow. Look at those three. That's 3 Chinese characters right there. You can say Y or Y cubed. Get it? Y cubed. Yi Yuan Yin. Dr. Luo, a serial entrepreneur who previously founded Advanced. Seriously? Advanced Cell? Isn't that Advanced Cell? Advanced Cell? No? It's Advanced Cell, not Advanced Cell. Driven by personal experience with late-stage cancer diagnoses, he recognized existing tools lack sensitivity for early-stage detection. Ultra-sensitive proteomic platform. Development. Suppressed background. The result in Nulissa, and the Argo. Ben Affleck! Ben Affleck. Streamline multiplex protein analysis for small sample volumes, backing and growth. It secures substantial early backing through venture capital, raised 30 million, including Qiming Venture Partners and other lives. Is that a Chinese fund? Judging by its name and not being racist, but that sounds like a Chinese venture fund to me. So I have no idea. Unlike Atovia, which spun out of Alamar specifically to pursue drug discovery and clinical stage biological pipeline, Alamar Biosciences operates primarily as a life sciences tool and precision proteomics company. Its technology applied across several major disease fields. In oncology, they enable ultra-low abundance protein detection in blood plasma. Okay, so Atovia is like a spin-out. A new California biotech, this is 2023. Tao Fu, former executive of Portola, Bristol Myers Squibb, will lead the spin-out from Alamar. J&J, Fraser License venture partner and former executive of Zylab and Portola Pharmaceuticals. Atovia's platform is built around what it terms autobody technology, drugs focusing on GPCRs or G protein couple receptors, right? Considered undruggable. Changing now as companies like Tovia are taking advantage. Seriously? But what happened to their GPCR targeting asset now? Now it's like 3 years later. So he is a Portola Pharma, Bristol Myers Squibb, and J&J. What's the history of Portola? There's Derbia, Atovia. Was acquired by Alexion, found in South San Francisco, California. Life-threatening blood-related disorders. They did factor 10. Is it factor 10? You call it factor 10? Factor 10, right? Factor 10A. Okay, JAK inhibitor. Hematologic cancers, Portola. Tao Fu. Let's take a look at what this gentleman did. Chief Commercial and Business Officer until his resignation. So 3 years. Effective M&A leadership, Johnson Johnson. Joined Zylab President Chief Operating Officer, served as venture partner of Fraser. Became the Chief Executive Officer of Atovia. I'm telling you, it's all politics, man. As Chief Commercial Officer. Let's take a look. Just curious. What is this dude's history? Vanderbilt, Vandy, the Harvard up the South. SEC. Are they even SEC? Vandy, yeah? No? Are they Big Ten? Let's see. Show all. Zylab. Isn't Zylab a Chinese company? Zylab. Headquarter. Ha! Found you. Shanghai. Or in Chinese, Shanghai. Say it. Say it. They're in Cambridge. But why did it say San Francisco? Venture partner. BD, Bector Dickinson, consultant, McKinsey and Company. Sios, Vice President, Business Development, Head of Mergers and Acquisition. This dude was doing business development, huh? Cool. Head of M&A and Alliance Management, 2014, 2015. Portola. Xylabs. Venture Partner. Chief Operating Officer. Chief Commercial and Business Officer. Huh. It's an interesting route. Rochester, University of Rochester. MS Biology. Vandy for Business School. Cool. And one person endorsed him for his skill in mergers and acquisition, and the other one for corporate development. Like, why do you need an endorsement for your mergers and acquisition skills? If you work in M&A and BD, isn't that just like your job? Why do you need somebody? If you worked in like 10 plus years there, I don't think you need any type of endorsement. It's good that people do get endorsements, but I'm just wondering, what's the point of like on LinkedIn, people endorse other people's skills? I don't understand. Cool. That's all for Tovia. What do they do again? Tovia. Lead program. Chronic pruritus. You curious? Are you curious? You want to see what that is about? What is that about, huh? Where are we now? We're already at 31st or 30 minutes. 27. We spent 2 minutes on this on Instagram. Don't have any time to look at the news headlines. Chronic Prius. Dermatology. I don't need somebody to explain it to me. Okay. Okay, let's take a look.
Start as rashes. For some, it starts as an itch, so intense that it creates bumps. Let's talk about prurigo nodularis. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter, and I'm a board-certified dermatologist. And I'd like to raise more awareness about prurigo nodularis, a skin condition that's as frustrating as it is misunderstood and underdiagnosed. And here's what you need to know. Prurigo nodularis, or what we call PN.
Prurigo are... I thought I said pruritus. Why is it prurigo? Itch. Prurigo. Let me just Google this thing really quick. Is that the same condition? So unpleasant skin sensation when you want to scratch and itch. Pruritus. Let's go back to that Atovia thing again. What is the condition that this one ATTO 1310 thing is pointing? Oh, God. ATTO. Portfolio inflammatory phase 1 testing. Itch cytokine. Eczema. Eczema. Not eczema. Eczema. Or itching. Huh. Allergic to water. That's not. Does anybody really have this condition? Itch on. It was cancer. Right.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rubin. I'm a board-certified allergist and author of the book All About Allergies. And chronic itch can be a challenging issue to diagnose and manage because there are many reasons why this could happen, and we're still increasing our understanding about what chronic itch is. It is a complex interplay between your skin, immune system, and nervous system. So multiple specialists like myself as an allergist or a dermatologist or
I don't want to listen to this guy like just yapping. I want to see somebody actually liver disease itch. What about this dude right here?
I had suffered for probably decades, long time, with this burning itch. I described it as somebody throwing a bucket of fire ants or bees on your arm. It just absolutely demanding itch. It's bordered on pain. It's called brachioradial pruritus. Say what? And I'm telling the truth, it's gone. It's just solid gone.
What is that? It's like your head and neck just melt into the table.
What is this? Great. Here's the treatment. What is the treatment?
One more time.
I had suffered for probably decades.
What is the treatment?
Long time.
A punch
with this burning
a rubber head
itch.
on your behind.
Described it as somebody throwing a bucket of fire ants or bees on your arm. It just absolutely demanding itch. It's bordered on pain. It's called brachioradial pruritus. Say what? And I'm telling the truth,
Dr. Nathan
it's gone.
Burner.
It's just solid gone.
Burner. Upper cervical.
It's like your head and neck just
cervical.
melt into the table.
What the? This is just an ad. Oh my God, people. So sick and tired of this like mercenary bullshit on TikTok or Instagram. It's all about doing business and doing ads. Oh, just cut it out. I'm done. Adios. Good night.